The perception of the rich man of a town is not the same as that of the poor man of the same town. Welcome to section 16 of the ninth chapter of the Holy Quran. And it begins with sign 1, 2, 3. Ayah 1, 2, 3. Verse 1, 2, 3. Namshi. Ya ayyuha allazina amanu. Katilu allazina yalunakum minal kuffari. Yajidu fikum gilzatan. Yajidu fikum gilzatan. O ye who believe, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, fight the unbelievers who are near you, who are near to you. Katilu allazina yalunakum min al-kufaru, who are near you, unbelievers who are near you, and let them find harshness in you. Min al-kufaru, waliyajidu fikum gil zatan, harshness, and let them find harshness in you. وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. And know that God is with those who fear Him. Muttaqin, those who fear Him. Muttaqin, those who fear Him. There is commentary to that 1374. Will we do 173? Yes, we've done it. 1374. When conflict becomes inevitable, the first thing is to clear our surroundings of all evil. For it is only evil that we can rightly fight. Full stop. To evil we must put up a stout and stiff resistance. Full stop. Mealy-mouthed compromises are not right for soldiers of truth and righteousness. They are often a compound of cowardice, weariness, greed, and corruption. They are often a compound of cowardice, weariness, greed, and corruptibility. And that's the commentary for sign 1, 2, 3. We now go to sign 1, 2, 4. What is a ma uzilat suratun faminhum man yakulu ayyukum zadatuhu hazihi imanan. Ayyukum zadatuhu fihi imanan. When there comes down a surah, that's a chapter, some of them say, which of you has had his faith increased by it? I don't know. In other words, they doubt the surahs. I don't know. Let's go on and see. Let's go on. Iman and increased by 8. فأما الذين آمنوا فزادتهم إيمانا وهم يستبشرون. Yeah, those who believe, and dash, their faith is increased and they do rejoice. So when the surah comes down, the unbelievers are skeptical. It doesn't mean anything to them. But this verse is telling us, yeah, those who believe, dash, their faith is increased and they do rejoice at the revelation of the surah that comes. In other words, of every surah that comes, they do rejoice over it. That's by those who believe. 1375. The incompatibility of unfaith and faith are contrasted in the section in respect of revelation and the divine teacher, full stop. The unbelievers laugh at revelation and say to each other mockingly, does this increase your faith? So unbeliever asks the other unbelievers, the revelation that comes, does it increase your faith? Sarcastically. Full stop. To the believer, every new aspect, however, to the believer, every new aspect of God's truth as revealed increases his faith and wonder and gratitude. Full stop. He rejoices because he gets added strength for life and achievement. وأما الذين في قلوبهم مرض فزادتهم رجسا إلى رجسهم وما وما وماتوا وهم كافرين وماتوا وهم كافرون. That's in contrast to the believers. Let's see. This is saying, but those in whose hearts is a disease, dash and comma and dash, it will add doubt to their doubts. It will add doubt to their doubt, and they will die in a state of unbelief. وَمَاتُوا فِي كُفْرًا وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كَافِرُونَ وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كَافِرُونَ. And they will die in a state of unbelief. So you see, they were doubting already. So if another surah comes, it adds doubt to their previous doubt. Yes, they were already doubting. When a new crowd comes, it adds doubt to their previous doubt, a doubt that they had it before. 1376. Compare 2:10. I think we've done it already. No. It's another. Compare chapter 2, verse 10. We have to go back to see chapter 2, verse 10, and several similar pages, and several similar passages. Just as light, which is healthy, just as light, which to healthy eyes gives enlightenment, causes pain to the diseased eye, which emits unclean matter, so to those spiritually diseased, God's grace is unwelcome, and they put forth more doubts to cover their disease, and they die in their disease and of their disease. They die in their disease and of their disease. Note the aptness of the metaphor. We go to 126. أو لا يرون أنهم يفتنون في كل عام مرة أو مرتين. See they not that they are tried every year, once or twice, that they are tried, yaf, yuftanuna, annahum yuftanuna, try that they are tried, that they are tried, annahum yaftanuna, once or twice, aw maratini, ثم لا يتبون ولا هم يسكرون. Yet they turn not in repentance. لا يتبون. لا يتبون. They turn not in repentance. ولا هم يذكرون. And they take no heed. And they take no heed. وهم لا يتذرون. ولا يتذرون. ثم لا يتذرون. And they ثم لا يتذرون ولا هم يذكرون. They take no heed. They turn not in repentance and they take no heed. وإذا ما أنزلت سورة نظر بعضهم إلى بعض نظر بعضهم إلى بعض هل يراكم من الأحد ثم ثم انصرفوا saying is in brackets. How do anyone see us? Doeth anyone see you? They ask. Doeth anyone see you? Hal yaraakum. Hal yaraakum min al ahadin. Doeth anyone see you? Thumma ansaru. Then they turn away. Thumma ansaru. Then they turn away from the light. Sorry. Then they turn away. Sorry. Then they turn away. Sorry. Thumma. Doeth anyone see the light? Then they turn away. Allah hath turned their hearts from the light, for they are a people and they are a people that understood not. We haven't finished the Arabic session. Then they turned away. Okay. Sarafa Allahu kulubahum. Sarafa Allahu kulubahum bi annahum qawmun la yafkahun. So let me take the whole thing. Whenever there cometh down a surah, they look at each other, saying, Doeth anyone see you? Then they turn away. God hath turned their hearts from the light, for they are a people that understand not. Sarafa Allahu qulubahum bi annahum qawmun la yafkahun. Yes, there is commentary to read. 1378. Even the unbelievers in their heart and conscience, feel uncomfortable when they turn away from faith and truth. And therefore their turning aside is figured by furtive glances, such as we may suppose literally to have been cast by the hypocrites in the assemblies of the holy prophet. Full stop. Then they slink away, slink is spelled S-L-I-N-K. Then they slink away, feeling superior in their minds. And yet, if they only knew it, their contumacy deprives them of God's grace and light. Full stop. They are turning grace away. And when God withdraws it altogether, they perish utterly. That's the commentary to verse 1 to 7. We now go to 1 to 8. Now go to 1 to 8. لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليكم ما أن ما ما أن ما أنتم ما أنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم. Oh, finally, this thing is in my head. I thought, okay. And it says, now hath come unto you a messenger from amongst yourselves. It gives him that he should suffer. Ardently anxious is he over you. To the believers is he most kind and merciful. And that is the Prophet Muhammad. So the believers believe in him and they rejoice over it. لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليه ما أنتم حريص عليكم أو حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم. So ardently anxious. Aziz أنتم حريص عليكم. Ardently anxious is he over you. So, yes, 1379, that's the commentary. The tender heart of the teacher is grieved that any among his flock should rush heading to ruin. Full stop. He watches ardently over them, and whenever any of them shows signs of faith, his weakness and mercy surround him and rejoice over him. Let's go to the last verse, and that's verse 1 to 9. فإن فإن تولوا وإن تولوا فقل حسبنا الله لا إله إلا هو. But if they turn away, say, God is sufficient. God sufficient me. There is no God but He. There is no small God. Here, the word God is there, but the actual God is usually used. We usually use Allahu. So the God of the universe is usually Allahu in the Quran. It is not used here when that word Allah is not used here when we are talking of other deities. It is God, small G-O-D. So for those who don't understand, this is one of the reasons why Allah or Allahu is used. Because the smaller gods, Allahu is not used. Except when we say La ilaha illa. Illaha also here. Illaha is also, or Ilahun also means the small God. But Allahu is unique. Okay. فقل فإن تولوا فقل حسبنا الله لا إله إلا هو. There's no God but He. عليه توكلت. To Him, there's no God but He. He on Him. There's no God but He. On Him is my trust. On alayhi tawakkaltu, on him is my trust. Alayhi tawakkaltu wa huwa rabbul arshil azim. Another good ending. Another good ending, peculiar to the Quran only. He, the Lord of the throne, supreme. On him is my trust, comma, dash, he, the Lord of the throne, supreme. فإن تولوا فقل حسبنا الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم. And he is the throne, the Lord of the supreme throne. Let's go to the commentary 1380. But if the messenger is rejected, comma, he still proclaims the burning faith of his heart, comma, which is unquenchable, full stop. God is sufficient to all. Husband and love. God is sufficient to all. Full stop. To trust him is to find the accomplishment of all spiritual desire. To trust him is to find the accomplishment of all spiritual desire, full stop. His grandeur is figured by a lofty throne, supreme in glory. Thus have we been led through a notable incident in Al-Mustafa's earthly career to truths of the highest spiritual importance. So, viewers, that is the end of the last chapter. Of the last section of chapter 9 of the Holy Quran. And that last section is section 16. We've come to the end of the last of the chapter 9 as well. And that marks the end of chapter 9. When we come back, we shall go to the next chapter, which is chapter 10. And that is Surah Yunus. That's Jonah. Surah dealing with Jonah. And there is an introduction to read, which I don't know whether we should read now or read when we come. I think we should reserve it to read when we come. Or Ghanaians usually say we shall put it in the fridge. We shall put it in the fridge to read when we are coming to verse Surah 10. Even though it will take much of the time, it doesn't matter. If we are able to add one or two verses to read, it's okay. Okay, thank you very much. May God bless you for lending me your eyes, your ears, your time, your attention, and everything. Ila likai. Bye bye.